my channel. I love anything from art to music to makeup and more. And today I am excited to be doing a Christmas tutorial, so let's get started. Going to first start out with the Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f. as I have in my recent videos. Picking some up with the plastic side and placing it in the T-zone, which is where I have the most pores. Okay, then I'm going to pack it into the pores and make sure the product is really melted into my skin. I also do put the product anywhere where I have acne or texture that I want to even out a little more. So first I'll kind of just swipe it and then I'll pack it in, and that way it distributes the product more evenly. And I'm not just pushing a bunch of the primer into one spot in my face. Okay, next I'm going in with the Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation by SheGlam. I'm going to do 2 pumps on my medium oval complexion e.l.f. brush. A little bit on the eyelids. And now I'll just blend it out. I did put some pretty large pumps of the foundation because I do want more of a fuller coverage for this look. And I do blend it slightly down my neck, not too much because the color matches pretty well, but just enough to make sure that it looks seamless. Okay. And I really would recommend this foundation because it is really nice and buildable and a good consistency. It's not too runny, but not too thick. So very blendable and buildable. And I like that a lot. Okay, so today I'm going to use 2 concealers. First is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the satin finish. And this I will be applying everywhere that I would normally put concealer except for right underneath the eyes. So any acne, and then to brighten up the under eyes, I'm going in with the She Glam 12-hour full coverage concealer in vanilla. I'm just applying a little bit more than I normally would because today's look is more full coverage. And since I don't want this concealer to be moved around too much, I'm just kind of patting it more than swiping it. And especially on acne areas, I will do more of a patting in because we don't really want to remove that product. So yeah, anywhere that I want more covered, I will go and pat instead of swipe. And I do have a lot of veins on my eyelids, so that is why I always cover them before I go in with any eyeshadow. As you can see, this concealer is really nice for brightening. Now I will go in with the Light Ivory Loose Powder from Mary Kay and my big powder brush from the Beauty Crop. And what I do is I pick up a lot of that product and I just tap away the excess into the cap. And then I will start setting everything. And you really want to make sure everything is completely set before you go in with your powder bronzers and blushes. And I just feel my face to make sure everything is set nicely. Next I'm grabbing the 160F face brush by Farrah and my Stereo Face 6-color cosmetic disc, which is the contouring palette by She Glam. And I'm going in with a mix of this middle shade and the first shade. I'm starting, like my cheekbone is here, so I'm starting in the hollow of the cheek and blending up toward the cheekbone. And I come around my jawline and blend it down to my neck. I go right in this little V shape. Because I do have a cleft chin, so I try to minimize that. Then I will come right under my bottom lip. To create that shadow effect. And then right up at the hairline, just buff some in there. And then try to come down and connect it to the other bronzer. Okay, now I will go in with the shadow brush by Shayna B that I used for my nose contour. And since the first shade in this is more warm toned, I'm only going in with this more cool toned shade. And I will come up underneath the tip of my nose and create a line. And then I will drag it downward and blend it out. I go right underneath my nose, create another shadow there, and then right in my Cupid's bow, and then another light line right above my lip line. And then I will come on one side, and from that line I drew underneath, I'm going to start drawing a line upward. To create the effect that my nose is super straight and narrow. And then the other side. And then grabbing a little more and going above the tip. And then blending upward. And then as you can see, it looks pretty harsh still, so I will go back with my powder brush, which still has some leftover powder, and just go right over top of it. And then we will go in with the blush, which is the same as the last couple videos, the Ciate London and in Date Night. Really pretty, nice reddish shade. Starting going towards the cheekbones and then the apples. And once more. And if I were to just go on the cheekbones, my face is already very round, so I try to make it look more angular by creating the angles with my cheekbones. Popping a little on the chin and the forehead. And then with the thinner end of the brush, right underneath my nose and right above the tip. Now that most of the face steps are out of the way, I will go in with some lip care once more, grabbing the Brown Sugar Lip Scrub by e.l.f. and beginning to scrub. Rubbing it in. Now I'm going to go wipe it off. Okay, so now that we have got the lips situated, we are going to start in on the eye. And I'm using the Mini Controversy palette with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And we're going to go in with this Diet Root Beer shade, which is a nice transition warm brown shade. And then going to blend it out with my boyfriend's purse a little bit, and then move on to that nice emerald green shade. So let's get started with that. First, I'm going in with the Eye Crease Brush by Shayna B, picking up that medium brown shade and just popping it in the crease and just building it up as much as I see fit. And I'm going to blend it in the outer portion of my eyelid and then drag it out slightly to create the lifted cat eye look. And the same with the other eye. And I will also drag that shade under my lower lash line and connect it to the shape we created. And then with the Taper Blending Brush by, not sure what brand, I am actually going to go in next with this nice emerald shimmer shade and put that in the crease as well. Really gorgeous shimmering emerald. And I'm not bringing this as high up on my eye. I'm trying to keep it mostly in the crease area and then winging it out. And then the same with the other eye. And then building up the shade as much as I see fit. Trying to really get it even with the other eye. Okay, now that they look even, I'm going to take the green once more underneath the lash line. Then I'm going to go in with my boyfriend's purse on my finger and get it onto my lid. Trying not to overlap the green at all. And I am happy with that, so we are done with this palette now. Now I'm going to move on to the highlighter, which is that Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter, the Magic shade from his most recent collection. And going in with my Glow brush by Moda Pro first, and setting where I want the highlighter to go, which is at the high points of my face, so the cheekbones. And I always try to make my nose look kind of more pushed out, so I do put it right here as well. The tip a little bit, and then I'll go right above the brow bone. And then I will go in with my finger to pack more of that. And then a different finger that's clean to blend it out. And with these highlighters, if you really want that pigment to show up, I would definitely recommend using your finger. As you can see, it's working a lot better now. Going in, blending it out, going in once more, and blending it out a little more. Alright, and then I will put it on my tear ducts, or the inner corners of my eyes. And over top of that shade that we put on the lid. And because this has green shimmer reflex in it, it is going to really work with the eye look we have created. Now I'm extremely sparkly and we can move on to the eyebrows. So I'm going in with the She Glam eyebrow product. I'm not sure what the name of this is, but it does have the diamond shape tip. So I'm going to start filling in some of the sparse areas and really make them into the shape I want them to be. Now that they look pretty even, I'm going to go in with the spoolie and brush them out to disperse the product a little better. Okay, they are done. Next I'll go with the She Glam eyebrow cream and just set them into place lightly. Okay, so the brows are done and we are moving on to mascara. I'm going to pop on some of the e.l.f. mascara primer and then go in with the Keep Your Curl mascara. Okay, now that mascara is done, we are moving on to the final step, which is the lips. And today I will be going in with this beautiful burgundy brownish shade from their Ruby Queen lipstick set. So I kind of just mush it around to see where it falls naturally, and then I'll clean up the line a bit. And that's it for lips. I'm pretty simple. So what I might do now is pop some of the Jeffree Star The Gloss in the center, and this is again in Blood Money. I'm trying not to get this dark red color on the applicator. So I'm just dotting it on slightly and then mushing it around a bit more. And this is our Christmas makeup look. I'm actually going to do another one on Christmas Day, and it will be a get ready with me. But I really do love Christmas time, so I wanted to do a couple different looks. So this is it for this emerald green makeup look with the ruby red lips. And thank you so much for watching my video. I do post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I hope you come again and join me next time. Thank you.